Well, hello everyone. I'm Roger coming to you from Brickhouse Guitars here in Kitchener, Ontario in a beautiful fall day. And what a wonderful guitar I have for you today. Oh boy, this one, it is, well, they're all special, but this one is like extra special. In fact, it's got an X in its name. It's a limited edition 246 GMX, and X must stand for extraordinary or extreme or all of the above. What a beautiful guitar. It is part of their 20th anniversary celebration, and this one here, in my mind, represents the culmination of their achievement, their amazing achievements in their 20-year history. It is only one of 5 of this series that has this very special top that I'll tell you about in a minute, and of course 5A quilted sapelli. But this is actually the only one it's simply one of a kind that will ever be made. It's an HG built on the 56 model, so the 12 fret triple O. And like I say, this is the only one ever to be built. So it is indeed very, very special. So, we actually had the chance to pick out the woods for this particular guitar back in, I think it was March. We were there to help them celebrate their 20th anniversary, and part of our fun there was to be able to go and sort of sift through their wood stash. And we knew they were planning this guitar, but the privilege we had was to actually go through the wood and choose the back, and then especially choose this incredible top. So we have a separate video that we will, like a companion video of that time we spent with Guillaume, going through the wood, and we'll have that posted as well. And those were good times. That's a lot of fun to do. So I have pictures of this guitar taken. Let me start with that. I will show you the guitar, and then of course we come back to the good stuff and hear how this instrument performs, and you will not be disappointed. It is stunning. All right, let's have a look at this beautiful instrument. Once again, it's a Boucher LE-HG 246 GMX, and that's a 20th anniversary limited edition. It's number 2 of 5, and what makes this one interesting is it's the only one that Boucher made of the 5 that is a triple O. And to top it off, we were able to personally, Ken Wilson and I, hand select with our own eyes and hands and tapping and listening. We were able to select the back and sides for this instrument. So it's very special for us too to participate in that way in the creation of this excellent guitar. So it has a very special top. It's called Bee's Wing Adirondack, and the back and sides, of course, 5A, unbelievably rare but beautiful quilted sapelli. So let's dive in. Start with the headstock as usual. It's a slotted standard headstock of Boucher, of the bone nut and saddle, and you get a glimpse there of the tuners. They are Godot 510 classical style, and they're engraved just beautifully. I think I have another shot of that. Yeah, there we go. And we'll see it from the other side shortly, but beautiful. They call it Cosmo Black, and they're 510s. They just turn amazingly smooth, and I love the patina on it. Just lovely. So we come up the fingerboard, and here we see the ebony fingerboard, of course, the standard HG 56 pearl inlay, and the 12 fret neck joint. So the binding on the instrument is rosewood, and that just complements amazing, and we can kind of get a glimpse there of this special grain Bee's Wing 5A torrefied Adirondack. Here's a view of the entire surface of the top, and you can see how the grain is just simply stunning. And it's a very, very stiff spruce. When we were selecting, we could really feel how incredibly stiff it was and rigid. So that's just like what you want for ultimate tone. I've got a few other shots here to give you an idea of just how elegant the grain is. It's very, very rare. So there you have that. That brings us to the rosette. And that, of course, is the standard HG 56 master grade type rosette with the abalone shell inlay there in the center ring. And the bridge is standard ebony with bone for the saddle. and of course the beautiful bridge pins inlaid with abalone shell that you match the rosette nicely. So we'll flip the guitar around, and here we see the back of the headstock and the wonderful volute, the stain also, the satin finish. Here's another view of the engraving there on the Goto 510 tuners. And you'll see how well the stain here of the neck matches to the color of the quilted sapelli. And I've said this many times, but I really admire how they take the time to do that. It just ties the whole instrument together visually. So there's a glimpse of this crazy set of quilted, 5A sapelli. And I have a bunch of shots here. Let's start with a full view of the back. And yeah, like, man, right? Just simply craziness. Here we zoom in. Like, wow, take a second to absorb that. And here's another view just from the different light. And, of course it swirls and changes in the light. There's a view of the back in a different angle. Here we have another view of the sides, again with the binding, the rosewood. Another view, like, look how it just changes in the light. Like, that is just, what's the word for it? I don't know, but it's just simply amazing. So, wow. And that brings us to the lower bout. You can see the wedge there, which is done, of course, with rosewood as well, with black-white purfling lines. And yeah, just a few more bonus shots here, just to once again stress, the high level of achievement that they have in all of their fit and finish. It really, boy, they're just hitting perfection. Simply amazing. So there you have it. Like, what a guitar. Like, it is indeed very, very, very special. And that being said, now we got to hear it. It is truly, you're in for a treat. I'm telling you, it's something else. So as usual, I like to start with some noodling. I've been making it a habit to try and come in before opening hours in the morning, because I feel like I really need to do these guitars justice. So, I get up in the morning, go for a nice walk. That's beautiful weather right now here in the fall in Ontario, and get my head cleaned out, come in, the store is quiet, and literally this morning I think I spent 45 minutes on this instrument. It's a tough job, someone's got to do it, right? But I find it's really the best way to get to know a guitar, but also to try to express to you what I feel it's about. And of course, a guitar like this is very, very versatile, so I could go off on almost any direction and do it justice. But it is just really a fine instrument with some, the tonal qualities, the one word that comes to my mind is elegance. There's a purity to it, there's a beautiful ring, there's a warmth to the bass. It is extremely responsive, very lively, but very controlled. So I'd like to noodle in a way maybe that will feature that and feature the overtones, feature the sympathetic resonances, and then maybe start a little more reserved and then build up. And hopefully not too many crazy notes in between. Yeah, like there's so much music to be had in this instrument. And again, I could take it almost in any direction, but wow is all I could say. Just wow. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not already. It means so much. Every subscription helps. Let me do my standard demo for you now, and this instrument is available for some very, very lucky person. Please get in touch if you are interested. Take care, everyone. Amazing, just amazing. Thanks again. Cheers, everyone.